Miss Matthews also, who will be here with us this morning. You'll see her in the chat. She'll be giving you the comments and also referring you to websites for attendance and surveys. If you would take this moment right now, if you look in the comment bar, you will see a site listed already for attendance. And since I haven't already introduced myself, I'm sorry. I'm Kim Kinchin. I teach 7th and 8th grade science at Springfield Middle School, and I've been teaching for 33 years. Miss Matthews, again, is the moderator. She'll be helping with our questions. Here's the attendance. If you have a QR scanner, you may want to use that and scan the QR code. If you'll complete this attendance, you'll be entered into the door drawings that we were planning to have for face-to-face, which now we're having to go everything virtual. Again, you can copy and paste the same website that you see in the comment bar. I'm going to give you just a moment to do that. While you're doing that, let me go ahead and begin with the information that will allow you to participate easier. During this webinar, I will not be able to hear you. If you've never ever done a webinar before, you're familiar with that. You don't actually get to interact with the presenter except through the comments. You'll need to communicate using that comment bar to the right. In order to be able to view the comment bar, though, you'll have to exit out of full screen if you're not familiar with that. If I need to repeat something or slow down, please put it in comments so I know. I will try to move slowly and pause often. In order to best demonstrate this presentation, I will be switching between several screens to give examples. Now, another thing with this, to slow it down, this will actually probably go a lot faster this way because I won't be able to see your faces to know who needs help. That's one disadvantage of doing the webinar instead of being able to do it face-to-face. And lastly, please be patient. This was supposed to be face-to-face, and I have it designed so I could walk through to help. So if you would just bear with us, we're going to go through this. I think you'll find it very, very useful in your classroom. I use it already, and my kids like it. All right, hopefully you've got your attendance set up. It wasn't a very long survey. Today we'll learn how to create an interactive website using Google Sites to communicate with your students, parents, colleagues, teams, etc. This is endless in the different things you could use it for. You will see how to easily design and implement an interactive website. It could also be a platform for your students to present information to you or their classmates when you're doing lessons. My kids love using this. Possible teacher use of Google Sites. Create a web page for the class to include course materials, including daily agendas, videos, images, and audio recordings. And I have something set up later on I'll show you that demonstrates how you could possibly do this. Use it for posting homework assignments and class events. There's a wonderful calendar that you can also set up. You can also use it as a discussion board for a virtual lesson. Create a page for posting classroom rules, virtual usage expectations, which you're going to really need this year. You need to come up with something that you can, a disclaimer or something maybe you can post each time you do a virtual classroom. Embed a calendar to keep track of your deadlines or Google spreadsheet to keep track of your research. And this web page can then be hyperlinked or embedded into your school website, your Facebook page, a Google Classroom. Again, it's limitless, allowing you to manage all posting requirements from just one place. Okay. Let's talk about the students for a few minutes. A few ways students can use Google Sites. It can be used to create digital portfolios to feature their work and achievements. If they have to present a slideshow, it can be put into this website. They can actually put all their work throughout the year into this website and keep it as a digital portfolio, and then actually turn it in maybe at midterm or at the end of the year to display what they've done and achieved. And you know, it's always fun for them to be able to go back later and look at it too. They can use it to create and manage to-do lists for their assignments and classroom activities. They can collaborate on group projects and then present data and findings. I teach science, so that comes in useful there. They can use it to present their findings on a particular research subject. They can include docs that they have created. If you're familiar with docs, that's in Google Classroom, videos, links, and many, many more. All right, let's find Google Sites. If everyone would, up in the tab section up here, open up a new tab. Find your waffle in the top right-hand corner. It looks like this. For those of you who are not familiar with it, there it is right there beside my Bitmoji. Once you've clicked on the waffle, find the Sites icon. It looks like this, and it does say Sites. Now, if you haven't used this very much, you may have to scroll down a little ways. It might be further down in here, or you may even have to go into your G Suite Marketplace to find it. What's nice about this little section here is once you figure out what you're using most, it starts to stay up here for you. But you can also arrange them however you want to make it easier for you to use. Okay, so that's a nice little tip to have. Well, here's the Google Sites. Now, Google Sites has changed over the years, so if you go ahead and click on that with me, it takes you to something that looks like this. It's better, it's much easier to understand and for the students if you go to New Google Sites. The old one's a little bit more complicated. I have a bunch of sites already set up, but this is what you're looking for, is this rainbow colored arrow down, plus sign down here. Or you may see blank doc, either one. If you'll click on that, it will open up a fresh site. Now, I know you're going to be tempted to start playing with it. Hold on a second. Let's go over a little bit more before you actually start playing in here. Right? So that lets you know how to get there. This is a site I made to demonstrate how you might use it in a classroom. The possibilities are really endless. I've said that multiple times already. You can keep it simple or be as creative as you feel comfortable with. Okay, this is the site that I would like for y'all to go to. Can they see it in the address bar up there? Okay. If you can see it, you can click on it there. I think it's going to allow you to click on it here. Maybe you can copy and paste it in the comments. We'll copy and paste it in the comments so that you can click on it from there. I'll give you a second to get that done. This is what it'll look like when you get there. If not, for some reason, if you can't get to it, this will be available to you actually recorded, so you can actually get it there, and I can add the sites to it then in the comments section. So once you get here, this is the home page. I set mine up here for class expectations. When they click on it, look, here's the classroom policies and procedures. There's actually, when you're doing it, there's a one of the options is to have collapsible text, and I like that so it doesn't look as cluttered. So when you click on the down arrow, then you see the classroom policies and procedures. Okay, this is something that you could actually link to your Google Classroom or to a parent page you have, or even to your Facebook page, however you might communicate with your parents also. Technology disclaimer and usage. I just used the one from Livingston Parish School Board for the moment. I would put Livingston Parish School Board and one from Miss Kim, because I often have one of my own just to cover all my extra bases. Okay. Then useful classroom links. If you click on there, this gets them to their Google Classroom, own course, Power School, and I teach science, so Discovery Education also. All right. Let's see if this will. And the reason I put own course is because I haven't used that for testing last year. I'm not sure if that's going to even be available this year. Daily agendas. I send out daily agendas to my parents what I would do under this section is, as I sent them out, I would also post them here so that the parents would have access to that, and the students, for later use. Now, my daily agendas are very helpful to have here because it tells them what we're doing each day in brief. Actually, it's just like a snapshot of my lesson plans, but condensed. So they just see the brief, what they need to know the student covered that day, what they may have for homework, when a test is upcoming, or a project may be due. And then I left this one blank, I believe also calendar. Okay, so I have it set up to put, well, there you go. I put the one in for the holidays in the United States. All right, but you can actually set one up, and I've provided a video I'll show you in just a moment that can teach you how to set the calendar up. Then you can actually post, you know how they like us to have everything displayed and sent out to the parents? Well, the parents can have really easy access right here. And you know how you have your school website? You can actually link this to your school website so that your parents could actually collect it from there. And you can do it from the week or the month, either one. Okay? I love this feature. Okay? That's just one example of how you could use it. Let me go on to the next slide. Ms. Matthews, if you want to copy and paste these in there also. This is a website that I use for my 7th and 8th graders, especially near the end of the year when we're reviewing for test. I'll start with the 7th grade one. They're very similar, so you really only need to see one of them. But the 7th grade one, if you'll look here, 7th grade end of the year review. I didn't get to change the date last year. Brain Pops, if they click on Brain Pops, here's the first 9 weeks. There's their login, and it covers everything we did first 9 weeks with a Brain Pop. Second 9 weeks, everything we did second 9 weeks. Third 9 weeks, fourth 9 weeks. And what's cool about this is when the curriculum changes this year, because it will be for science, I can go in and just rearrange those into the proper 9 weeks, and I still have it ready to go for this year. I don't have to keep redoing it each year. Sometimes I'm bad about when I find something new. I like to use it though, so I often update mine, but you could leave it like it is. Here's one for Kahoots. Okay, same concept, first 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, third 9 weeks, fourth 9 weeks. Quizlets. Okay, I think you get the idea. I also made a few practice tests. I did not get to finish all of these, but I started it. This is, like I said, I'm always adding something new. First 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, third 9 weeks, and fourth 9 weeks. So you can see how this would be great for review. You could even do something like this, maybe if you wanted to, per 9 weeks, since I don't know if each subject is doing this, but in science, we're going to be doing unit tests. So it would be good to set up a review for unit tests with that, or 9 weeks test, however you would use that. And again, the same concept with my 8th graders. All right. Now, other than actually using it for this, here's an example. I made an e-portfolio. Okay. This one is obviously more personalized, but could give you some hints or ideas of how your students could use it to do information for their classroom assignments. So I have my home page. They could set their own picture up here, put their contact information, make it official and professional, have an introduction, introducing themselves, which was kind of cool. I actually had a little thing here that you could actually listen to where I talked to them. I'm Kim Kitchen. I want to take this. Okay, so your students could do the same thing, introducing what this website's going to be used for. Okay. Then I had my resume with my achievements and my certificates, my certifications. They could use that instead of having a resume. It could be their work, PowerPoint from Rock Cycle, whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe essay for whichever book you're working on in ELA. Okay, but you get the idea. Okay, so that you can see how your students can actually use this in classroom. It's a wonderful tool, and it makes it more fun. It makes it interesting and a nice way to be able to display it. Okay. Now, here's the calendar video. I'm not going to play it for you. That's often when you have to sit through conferences and school meetings and your principals or something just play videos for you to watch and stuff. I'm not going to try to do that. You're intelligent. You can work on that at your house. But I did supply that with you. And the credit's given to the person who actually helped did this. It's a YouTube video. Okay. Was there any questions I need to address, Ms. Matthews? Does everything seem okay? Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of our slideshow presentation and our introduction of Google Sites. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at this website. I am always available and willing to help. Okay. If you would now go to this survey, Ms. Matthews is going to post that banner and also post the copy that website and put it in the comments. And this would better help us prepare for the next Tech Week we have. This is something new we're doing this year, and it's been really fun. I'll give y'all a second to get that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.